Welcome to Satya Skills. In this video, I would like to introduce you all Indian tax system, which is important for all competitive exams. Tax is a financial charge imposed on general public, including legal entities, means business organizations, etc., by the central government. The tax revenue is the largest source to the government, and the government spends the same on public welfare and also for economic progress. Taxes are imposed on income, wealth, sales, services provided on commercial basis, internal trade and international trade, etc. Tax is not a voluntary contribution. It is also not a donation. It is constitutionally and legally mandatory to every person in the country. Types of taxes. There are various varieties of taxes. They can broadly be classified into two major groups. One is direct taxes, second one is indirect taxes. Direct taxes are imposed on individuals or legal entities and collected from the same. Thus, impact of tax, that is imposing of the tax, and incidence of tax, that is collection of tax, are on the same person. Such taxes are called direct taxes. And indirect taxes are imposed on one person or one entity or one business organization and are collected from others. The impact and incidence of taxes are on two different persons. It means taxes are collected indirectly. Such taxes are called indirect taxes. Here I will give an example. Direct tax means directly on our income they collect tax, that is directly from us. Indirect means when we buy a product, say for example soap or notebook, it contains the tax which is imposed on the manufacturer, that is indirect tax. Now, how is the tax system in India? Tax system in India is very wider and larger in the world, and as it covers a large population, mass business entities. Source of Indian tax system is Indian constitution and is perfectly efficiently designed system. Indian government is federal government, thus powers are distributed between central government and state governments. The tax powers are also distributed between the central government and the state government, and again between state governments and local governments. Constitution of India empowers central and state governments to levy taxes on individuals and other institutions and organizations. Article 246 in the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution gave legislative powers including taxation powers to the central governments and state governments. The article gave three different lists in this regard. They are central list, state list and concurrent list. Central list. Central list defines the areas in which central government can make laws through parliament. Finance minister with the support of revenue department levy taxes and collect taxes, and finance minister is the supreme authority to impose taxes. In 2016, GST was introduced by replacing some indirect taxes and the central and state governments relating to them. Originally, the tax structure consists of the following taxes under central list. First, we will see that, then we can go to GST. They are tax on income other than income from agriculture, export duties, custom duties, duties of excise on petroleum products, tobacco products, alcohol for human consumption, corporation tax, taxation on capital value of assets excluding agricultural land of individuals and companies and capital companies. Estate duty on property other than agricultural land, duties in respect of succession to the property other than agricultural land. Succession means transfer from the heirs. Terminal taxes on goods or passengers carried by railway, sea or air, taxes on railway fares and freight, taxes other than stamp duties on transactions in stock exchanges and future markets, rate of stamp duty on bills of exchange, checks, promissory notes, bills of lading, letter of credit, insurance policy, transfer of shares, debentures, receipts, etc. Here bill of lading and letter of credit, they are the documents in export trade. I will make another video about these. These are also important for you. Then taxes on newspapers and advertisements published there, taxes on sale and purchase of goods other than newspapers in course of interstate trade and commerce, taxes on consignment of goods in course of interstate trade and commerce, all residuary types of taxes not listed in any of these three lists in the 7th schedule. This was amended by 101 Amendment of Constitution 2016, empowering the central government to impose GST on specified transactions. Now, excise duty, central sales tax, service taxes were merged with GST, that you have to note down. Then second list is the state list. List 2 of the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution empowers the state governments to enact laws relating to taxes under 19 heads. After introduction of GST, the state governments are empowered to impose GST replacing VAT and some other taxes. VAT means value added tax, which was there prior to GST. The list of 19 taxes prior to GST under state list are land revenue, tax on agricultural income, duties in respect of succession to agricultural income, which was not covered in list 1. Estate duty in respect of agricultural land, taxes on land and buildings, tax on mineral rights, excise duty on alcohol, liquor manufactured within the state, taxes on entry of goods into the local areas, now it is not there, taxes on consumption, sale of electricity, tax on sale of alcoholic liquors for consumption, this is again amended, taxes on advertisements in newspapers and TV and electronic media, taxes on goods and passengers by roads, waterways, taxes on vehicles suitable for use on roads, taxes on animals and boats, toll rates that we pay on roads, taxes on profession, traders, employments, usually we call this professional tax. Capitation taxes, taxes on luxuries and entertainment, stamp duty in respect of documents other than list 1. Then concurrent list, this list includes the laws that both parliament and state legislatures can enact concurrently. GST was included as a new article in the constitution that brought major changes in the tax system. GST is a dual in India, dual tax. That means both central and state governments can levy GST, thus it is included in the third list. Article 246 was dealing in the first beginning part, I told you about 246. Now, after the amendment, 101 amendment, 246A1, 246A2 were introduced, empowering central and state governments to impose GST. That's all in this video. I will make another video and upload very quickly on GST.